Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. You are watching YouTube and Facebook channels of Professor Dr. Rizwan Jamil Qureshi, and I'm covering Software Design Patterns course lecture number 12. We are covering second example of abstract factory, and we have Uml diagram as you can see on the screen. So we have client is accessing the abstract factory interface, and through that concrete factory X is creating product A X and product B X, and Y is creating AY and BY. So we are covering these main classes. So we have phone abstract class, tablet abstract class, iPhone concrete class extends phone, iPad concrete class extends tablet, Samsung phone concrete class extends phone, Samsung tablet concrete class extends tablet. Then you have the abstract factory interface, and then you have Apple product factory implementing the abstract factory interface, and Samsung product factory implementing the abstract factory interface, and then you have the main method. This is the first class we are creating. It is abstract class and its public abstract class phone. So we have data string name, abstract void prepare the abstract method we are declaring inside the abstract class phone. Tablet.java is our second abstract class. So public abstract class tablet string name, abstract void prepare the abstract method we are declaring inside the abstract class tablet. You have first concrete class iPad.java, public class iPad extends tablet, public iPad constructor name is equal to iPad. We override method, the abstract method we declare in the abstract class, public void prepare system.out.print creating name. Creating is the string and name is the attribute we declare inside the tablet. So we have tablet abstract class, and we have done our first complete class iPad.java. Then you have iPhone.java, package abstract factory demo 1, public class iPhone extends phone, public iPhone constructor name is equal to iPhone, and then we close the constructor. Then we override prepare method from the abstract class phone, system.out.print creating the string and then the attribute the data name, and then system.out.print adding Apple Pay features, and then we close the constructor, we close the override method, and we close the class iPhone class. Then you have Samsung phone.java, public class Samsung phone extends phone, public Samsung phone constructor name is equal to Samsung phone, and public void prepare we override the method from the phone, system.out.print line creating name, system.out.print adding Samsung Pay features. We close the concrete method void prepare, then we close the class. Then you have Samsung tablet, Samsung tablet.java, public class Samsung tablet extends tablet, and then we have constructor Samsung tablet name is equal to Samsung tablet, then override method void prepare from the tablet abstract class. We have abstract method void prepare, so it's the concrete method, the body is here, system.out.print creating name. Then we define abstract factory interface, abstract factory.java, public interface abstract factory, public phone create phone string type, public tablet create tablet string type. So we close the abstract factory interface. Then we are creating concrete classes for Apple factory and Samsung factory. So Samsung product factory we are creating first. Public class Samsung product factory implements the abstract factory interface, and we override method public phone create phone string type return new Samsung phone. Then we close the method, we start the second method, we override second method for the tablet, public tablet create tablet string type return new Samsung tablet, and we close the method and we close the class. Then you have Apple product factory.java. So we have public class Apple product factory implements the abstract factory interface, and we override a method from the abstract factory interface, public font, create font, string type, return new iPhone. Then we close the method, override the second method for the tablet, public tablet, create tablet, string type, return new iPad, the new object of the iPad, and we close the method and we close the class. Then you have abstract factory demo1.java, the main. We include the import java.utility.scanner, the utility package, and the scanner. Instead of we are using input stream reader, buffer reader, import java.io.static. So public static void main, string arguments, and then abstract factory, the factory object, font object, tablet object. So string, this is the data. String company is equal to, we pass empty string, system.out.print, enter company name, try block, scanner, the scanner object, new scanner, system.in, and then the company is equal to scanner.next, and then we close the try block. Then this is the continuation of abstract factory demo main. If company dot equals, ignore case, Apple, factory is equal to new Apple product factory, font is equal to factory dot create font, font dot prepare, tablet is equal to factory dot create tablet dot prepare. Else, if company dot equals, ignore case Samsung, so we create the first Apple factory, now we are creating the Samsung. Else, if Samsung factory is equal to new Samsung product factory, font is equal to factory dot create font, and then font dot prepare, tablet is equal to factory dot create tablet dot prepare. Else, system dot out dot print not supported, and we close the if structure, we close the main, we close the class. So this is the output. Enter company name Apple, creating iPhone, adding Apple Pay features, creating iPad. So we have iPhone factory and we have iPad factory. Then pros and cons of abstract factory. In terms of advantages, it isolates concrete classes. So client doesn't know how the objects are created using the interfaces, what factories are created. So at the client end, it's all hidden. It promotes consistency among the products. So you can have family of products like Microsoft family is there, or Visual Studio family is there, NetBeans factory, or Cake PHP, Zend PHP. The constraints, limitations. It's difficult to create new factory for the programmer because most of the programmers are switching from one company to another company. So new programmer who is going to update the abstract factory, it is difficult for him to deal with the abstract classes and the subclasses to add new family member in the existing family. So it's difficult to add new factory inside the abstract factory and subclasses. So that's about the abstract factory. Then we have prototype pattern. This is the fourth pattern that belongs to creational factory type. So it's a creational factory pattern. Prototype is like demo version of actual system. This is the definition of prototype. We have throwaway prototyping, we have evolutionary prototyping. Throwaway, we show to the customer the prototype and we take feedback from him and we discard it. And then based on the feedback, we design the new prototype from the scratch. After the feedback, we throw it. So it's called throwaway prototyping. Whereas in contrary to throwaway, we have evolutionary prototyping. We keep on evolving the first prototype till customer approves the final version of the prototype and we start implementing the actual system. It keeps on evolving based on the feedback from prototype 1, prototype 3 and so on. So prototype pattern is used to copy the object. So it uses clone method. Clone technology is used to clone the objects like animals, and even we have done experimentation on the humans. So we can have clone of human. It is prohibited, it is banned, it's only practiced at the experimental level for research purposes. The cloning technology is used. So same concept is here. We clone existing object instead of creating the new object. So it copies the data of the one object into another without creating the new. So it doesn't need to consume the resources of the computer and the time saving, cost saving, effort saving, and resource saving. So that's about the intention of prototype pattern. Then we have advantages. It reduces the need of subclassing. It hides complexity of creating new objects. So client can get new object without knowing the type of object it's dealing, and it lets you add or remove objects at runtime. These are the main advantages of prototype pattern. Then usage. When classes are initialized at runtime, when the cost of creating object is expensive, complicated, when you want to keep minimum number of classes, and client application needs to be unaware of object creation, so it's abstracted, it's hidden. We hide the complexity detail from the programmer. So that's the usage of prototype pattern. But before that, I would like to show you the use of super keyword. So we use super keyword to inherit the method from the parent classes. So we have super class and we have child classes. Similarly, we have keyword super. Let me show you. We have demo, package demo example. Public class circle, system.out.print, it's overridden in the circle. You close the show method and we close the circle class. Then you have rectangle.java, public class rectangle, extend circle, public void show, system.out.print. The show method of rectangle is overriding the show method of circle, and the public void print show. This is the show method we declare inside the rectangle, and then super.show to call from the circle class, the parent class. So we use keyword super, it calls the show method of the parent class. Then you have the main, public static void main string arguments, rectangle object is equal to new rectangle, obj.print. So I call the print method, it will execute show method of the rectangle class and the circle class. Let me show you the output. The show method of rectangle is overriding the show method of circle. It is overridden in the circle. That's the super usage. Then you have prototype pattern implementation. So we have prototype, get clone interface, and then employee record, ID, name, designation, salary, address, and then we have employee record constructor. Then we have overloading employee record, and then we have show method. So then you have the main method. So first we define interface prototype.java. So prototype demo is our package. Public interface prototype. Public prototype get clone method. Public prototype get clone method. And then employee record.java. Class employee record implements prototype interface, int ID, string name, double salary, the constructor employee record, system.out.print employee record, then system.out.print to show the separation between the header and the body, system.out.print employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Then this is the continuation of employee record. So now we have employee record overloading method, int ID, string name, double salary. This we are using this method. This dot ID is equal to ID. This dot name is equal to name. This dot salary is equal to salary, and we close the employee record method. Then continuation of employee record, we have show method, system.out.print ID, name, and the salary, and then we override get clone method, public prototype get clone, return new employee record, ID, name, and salary. So then we close the get clone method, the prototype, we close the overriding method prototype, we declare in the prototype interface, and we close the employee record. Then you have prototype demo, import java.io.bufferreader, import java.io exception, input stream reader, and then class prototype demo, public static void main string arguments, throws IO exception, buffer reader, buffer object, new buffer reader, new input stream reader, system.in, and then system.out.print enter employee ID, int employee ID is equal to integer.parseInt. So we are converting the string into integer using the parseInt. buffer.readLine and system.out.print new line, system.out.print enter employee name, then string employee name is equal to buffer.readLine and system.out.print. System.out.print enter employee salary, double e salary is equal to employee salary is equal to double dot parse double. Now we are converting the employee salary into double data type. System.out.print, then employee record E1 object is equal to new employee record, employee ID, employee name, employee salary. E1 object dot show record, and then system.out.print new line. Employee record object 2 E2 employee 2 is equal to employee record. So E2 is the new object. E1 dot get clone to copy the get clone, call the get clone method of the E1 in the E2. So E2 dot show record. So it copy exactly the previous statement employee record. Whatever the data in the E1 is copied into E2, the prototype method, and then we are showing. So we close the prototype main method, and then we close the class. As you can see the output, enter employee ID, for example 123, employee name ABC, employee salary 1000. So this is the show of employee 1 object, employee record, employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Now the employee record for the object 2 E2 dot show record, and then employee ID, employee name, employee salary. So this is the usage of prototype pattern. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum.